Good Friday morning, new turmoil for airline passengers.
Heading into a major weekend for spring break travel, too. It's March 20th. This is Today. From bad to worse, the Transportation Secretary sounding the alarm about that ongoing chaos at our nation's airports.
You're going to see small airports, I believe, shut down. You're going to see extensive lines, and air travel is going to almost come to a grid halt stop.
Why he says those hours-long delays could soon get much worse. Plus, new this morning, a frightening near miss at a New York area airport between a passenger jet and a FedEx plane.
Copy 294, go around, fly runway heading, maintain 2000.
Also, several people hurt on a Delta flight rocked by severe turbulence. We'll have the very latest. On the move, more than 2,000 Marines heading to the Middle East this morning as the war with Iran rages on. Both sides stepping up attacks as Iran targets key oil and gas sites throughout the region. President Trump looking to reassure Americans about the soaring price of gas.
It's not bad, and it's going to be over with pretty soon.
We're live at the White House and in the Middle East. Breaking overnight, the body of the American college student who vanished in Spain found at a popular beach in Barcelona. Just ahead, the heartbreaking new message from his family and where the investigation now stands. Canceled. ABC pulls the plug on the new season of The Bachelorette just days before the hit show was set to premiere after domestic violence allegations and this disturbing video of its star.
Your daughter is right here.
We'll take you inside the investigation and the decision this morning. Spring fever, the new season arriving today. As a historic heat wave intensifies across the West, even more record-shattering triple-digit temperatures expected today. While in the East, a new threat of strong storms. Your full weekend forecast straight ahead. Those stories, plus remembering Chadwick Boseman.
Wakanda forever!
The beloved actor's widow opening up 5 years after his death.
It's harder to talk about the good times than it is the bad.
This morning, their touching love story, their decision to keep his cancer battle private, and Boseman's enduring legacy on Hollywood and pop culture. And bracket busters.
T-Star, and that's it. Upset madness.
The NCAA tournament tips off with Cinderella stories.
The outlet to Johnston, and his first two-pointer of the year gives High Point the lead.
Nail biters.
Evans for the lead. He's got it.
And a major scare for the top seed.
A long-distance connection.
With even more madness on the way today, Friday, March 20th, 2026.
From NBC News, this is Today with Savannah Guthrie and Craig Melvin. Live from Studio 1A in Rockefeller Plaza.
And a good Friday morning to you. Welcome to Today. So glad you're starting your weekend with us. Hoda in for Savannah once again. March Madness already delivering.
Oh my gosh, upsets already? Don't you love that?
Hoda Copper, you called it. You picked High Point in your bracket.
You know what? All you got to do is blindly circle things, and you never know who you're going to get. Wow.
High Point Panthers upsetting. Siena coming so close to upsetting the top seed. So we'll have all of your highlights coming up in just a few moments. But we do want to begin with a series of incidents in the air overnight amid an already stressful situation at the nation's airports, including that close call at the Newark airport between a FedEx cargo plane and an Alaska Airlines flight while both were trying to land.
Meantime, 4 people were hurt overnight when extreme turbulence rocked a flight heading from L.A. to Australia. All of it coming amid those anxiety-inducing long lines. Some airports now reporting that more than a third of TSA agents calling out as yet another week passes without a paycheck for those workers.
NBC's Aaron Gilchrist is at Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport watching all of it for us. Aaron, good morning.
Hey, Craig, good morning. The world's busiest airport really is living up to that nickname. This is actually the good line where the wait now is about 34 minutes. But let me show you, this line keeps going and going and going all the way to the other end of the airport. The main checkpoint has a 120-minute wait right now. TSA agents, again, expected not to get a paycheck next week, so more could call out, more could quit, and that could make this headache much worse.
This morning, with a busy travel weekend approaching, crowds piling up at the nation's airports. An ocean of wary travelers as far as the eye can see. A waiting game playing out from Houston to Philadelphia to Washington, D.C. Delays ranging anywhere from 20 minutes to well over 2 hours. As the shutdown of the Department of Homeland Security continues and TSA agents go without pay, ahead of another week of spring break travel. Chicago airports bracing for nearly 3.7 million passengers from now through the end of the month. The DHS shutdown crossing into day 35, and TSA agents are struggling to make ends meet.
Landlords knocking on the door. They're asking for the rent.
So far, more than 360 TSA agents have quit since the agency shut down. Others calling out at a rate 5 times higher than usual. But the community pitching in, the airport in Syracuse, New York, launching a 3-day food drive to support officers working without pay. The transportation secretary warning, with agents set to miss another paycheck next week, don't expect things to get better soon.
You're going to see small airports, I believe, shut down. You're going to see extensive lines, and air travel is going to almost come to a grid halt, stop.
From chaos on the ground to a close call in the skies.
Alaska 294, go around, fly runway heading, maintain 2000. Alaska 294, North Tower runway, aircraft go around.
Flight radar 24 showing a FedEx plane and an Alaska Airlines flight narrowly avoiding each other just outside New York. The FAA investigating, and another alarming scene for passengers on a Delta flight from Los Angeles, experiencing turbulence over Sydney, Australia. Police say 3 people were taken to the hospital and are in stable condition.
Now, there is just a glimmer of hope right now in this whole shutdown situation. We know that a bipartisan group of senators met with the border czar, Tom Homan, to talk about DHS funding. We're told that that meeting didn't end in a deal, but it's a good indication that talks are at least happening. And, Craig, there is one threat from the Senate leaders who said he may cancel the Easter vacation for senators if they can't reach a deal next week. Craig?
All right, Aaron Gilchrist from the world's busiest airport. Clearly, Aaron, thank you.
All right, another major story, the war with Iran. Both sides launching more airstrikes across the Middle East overnight, stoking new fears over the rising cost of oil and gas. This as thousands more U.S. service members are being sent to that region. We have it all covered, and we're going to start with NBC's chief international correspondent, Keir Simmons. Hey, Keir, good morning.
Hey, Hoda, good morning to you. This morning, Iran renewing its attacks on oil here in the Gulf, targeting Kuwait, while Israel launching fresh strikes on Iran overnight. Iran's Revolutionary Guard this morning says its spokesperson has been killed, while the Prime Minister of Israel says we are winning this war and it will be over sooner than people think. This morning, more American troops on the way to the Mideast. The USS Boxer leaving San Diego Harbor. The ship set to carry at least 2,200 Marines. The U.S. accelerating their deployment, according to 2 people familiar with the decision. Meanwhile, as attacks continue in the region, a U.S. F-35 jet making an emergency landing after suspected enemy fire, according to an official familiar with the incident. CENTCOM saying the aircraft landed safely and the pilot is in a stable condition. Iran continues to target energy infrastructure, hitting an oil facility in Kuwait, while Qatar says the Iranian attack on its globally crucial natural gas installation will cost billions. A response, Iran said, to Israel's strike on its gas infrastructure. President Trump saying he spoke to Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu.
I told him don't do that, and he won't do that. It's coordinated, but on occasion he'll do something, and if I don't like it, and so we're not doing that anymore.
And yesterday, Netanyahu promising not to hit Iranian gas fields.
President Trump asked us to hold off on future attacks, and we're holding out.
With the war widening, an oil installation here in Saudi Arabia ignited. Missiles were intercepted, the country said, and a drone fell. The Saudi foreign minister condemning Iran's attacks.
What possible military purpose can you have for attacking a refinery in a non-combatant?
Can Saudi Arabia now ever envisage an Iran that is able to threaten it with missiles and drones and is able to determine the oil price by effectively closing the Strait of Hormuz?
What little trust there was before has completely been shattered.
And in Lebanon, where Israel is targeting Hezbollah, this video showing a reporter for Russia Today nearly struck by an Israeli strike. The IDF saying a warning had been issued to stay out of the area. Extraordinary pictures there. And the Pentagon this morning saying that it is decimating Iran's ability to attack, saying that it has reduced those missile and drone strikes by more than 90%. Meanwhile, the Pentagon saying it is now intensifying its fight to reopen that Strait of Hormuz, that crucial oil artery. Hoda?
Keir Simmons for us there in Saudi Arabia. Keir, thank you.
As the war drags on, President Trump is facing mounting questions over the war's cost, length, and impact on Americans, with gas prices up more than 30% in less than a month. NBC's Peter Alexander joins us from the White House with that part of the story. Peter, good morning.
Craig, good morning. President Trump, for the last several days, really has gone back and forth between threatening to escalate U.S. attacks on Iran and suggesting that the fighting there could be nearing an end. But his latest ask for hundreds of billions of dollars in additional funding for the Pentagon is stirring up new fears that this war could go on for a while. With the Iran war now set to enter its fourth week, President Trump was pressed whether he plans to send U.S. ground troops to Iran.
No, I'm not putting troops anywhere. If I were, I certainly wouldn't tell you, but I'm not putting troops.
It comes even as the U.S. is accelerating that deployment of thousands of Marines to the region. The president who first said the war would be over soon a week and a half ago.
It's going to be ended soon.
Repeating that line Thursday.
It's going to be over with pretty soon.
But the president also confirmed his administration is asking Congress for another $200 billion for the war.
It's a small price to pay to make sure that we stay tippy-top.
A necessary investment, according to Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth.
It takes money to kill bad guys.
Hegseth has also said when he met privately with the families of the 6 service members killed in the Iran war last week, they all urged him to finish the job.
They said, finish this. Honor their sacrifice. Do not waver. Do not stop until the job is done.
But the father of fallen Tech Sergeant Tyler Simmons recalls the exchange differently, telling NBC News, "I didn't say anything along those lines." The cost of the war also taking a toll on Americans' wallets, with the average gallon of gas up more than 90 cents in the last month. The president trying to reassure Americans the increase will be short-lived.
Oil prices will go up, the economy will go down a little bit. I thought it would be worse, much worse.
The president also raising eyebrows alongside Japan's prime minister when asked by a Japanese journalist why he did not warn allies before striking Iran.
And we didn't tell anybody about it because we wanted surprise. Who knows better about surprise than Japan? Okay? Why didn't you tell me about Pearl Harbor? Okay?
The prime minister did not respond, but appeared taken aback by the comment. But later, the two friendly at a White House dinner as the president wrapped up his visit with America's ally. And back to that family that we spoke with, Charles Simmons described to NBC News how his son, Tyler, had just a magnetic personality, saying he told Secretary Hegseth he understands the, quote, peril that goes into making decisions like this, and I just certainly hope the decisions being made are necessary. Those were his words. The Pentagon says the details of Hegseth's conversations remain private, Craig, adding the secretary has the utmost respect for our Gold Star families.
Our Chief White House Correspondent Peter Alexander for us there. Peter, thank you. Let us bring in Kristen Welker, moderator of Meet the Press. Kristen, good morning to you. As Peter noted there, we are now in the fourth week of this war. Gas prices, $3.91 on average. That's up nearly $1 over last month. We've seen the polling. We know it's unpopular with the American public. What's motivating President Trump to continue with this war in Iran?
Well, look, Craig, first, in terms of the political impact, this has been a week of frayed alliances with growing tensions with NATO after President Trump's demands that they help the U.S. reopen the Strait of Hormuz. And there are questions about whether the U.S. is on the same page as Israel after they struck an oil field in Iran. President Trump said he told Prime Minister Netanyahu not to do it again. And notably, Director of National Intelligence Tulsi Gabbard testifying to Congress that broadly the U.S. and Israel do have different goals. Now, in talking to some of the president's Republican allies, there is concern that the war is escalating and that there's no clear path for a resolution in Iran. In terms of what's motivating the president, clearly he's eyeing his legacy, but there are concerns about what the impact could be for Republicans in the midterms, Craig, particularly if more American lives are lost and if gas prices don't come down soon.
Let's pivot here and talk about the nation's airports right now. We started the broadcast with those long lines at Hartsfield Jackson down in Atlanta. There have been long lines at airports all over the country for the last week or two. What's the latest on the talks to end this partial government shutdown and get those TSA workers paid as well?
Yeah, it's a great question, Craig. Lawmakers on both sides of the aisle are starting to feel the pressure to reopen the government, given those long lines at airports and TSA officials missing paychecks. On Thursday, for the first time in a long time, both sides did hold talks. At issue, Democrats are demanding major changes to immigration enforcement. Now, look, the White House and Republicans are offering a series of proposals in response, including, and I'll just tick through some of them, expanding the use of body-worn cameras, limiting civil immigration enforcement at sensitive locations, and adhering to the law of not deporting any U.S. citizens. It's not clear, though, Craig, that this is going to be enough to get Democrats on board because it doesn't address all of their concerns. And one key question I'll be watching for in the coming days and the coming weeks, just how involved will President Trump be in bringing this shutdown to an end, Craig?
All right. Kristen Welker for us. Kristen, thank you. And of course, Kristen will have the very latest on the war, as well as a closer look at the crisis in Cuba. An exclusive interview with that country's deputy foreign minister. If it's Sunday, it's Meet the Press.
Got a lot more to get to, including a heartbreaking update in the search for an American college student who vanished during a spring break trip to Barcelona, Spain. Police now confirming the 20-year-old has been found dead at a popular beach there. NBC's Molly Hunter joins us from Barcelona. Hey, Molly, good morning.
Hoda, good morning to you. A really devastating update, and we are actually on that beach. Police tell NBC News that the body of Jimmy Gracie was recovered in the water just off the coast over there. Police also say that all indications at this hour say that it was likely a tragic accident.
This morning, Jimmy Gracie's family and friends are remembering a bright light as Spanish police reveal more about his final moments. Some of his siblings taking to Instagram overnight, sharing heartbreaking posts filled with family photos of little Jimmy growing up, hugging his siblings, pictures of a big, smiling, loving family. His brother Tommy writing, "I don't know how to get through this or how to take over your role in the family. I will do my best to pass on your legacy. I can't wait to see you again in eternal paradise." Gracie was in Spain visiting friends during spring break and was last seen alive on Tuesday morning around 3 a.m. at Xoco, a beachfront nightclub.
This is Xoco. It's incredibly popular with young tourists. It's on this massive beach. I want to show you just how close it is to the water. We're just about 300 feet from the club, and this is where police tell NBC News they recovered the body of Jimmy Gracie yesterday afternoon.
Since Tuesday, the police opened an investigation, launched an urgent search, including scuba divers, boats, and helicopters. Gracie's Theta Chi fraternity brothers, also in Barcelona, putting up posters hoping someone may have seen him. But last night, Spanish police announced they had identified the body as Gracie. This morning, they tell NBC News everything indicates that it was an accidental death. As his family says, it is, quote, struggling to come to terms with this unimaginable loss. His sister Mary sharing the positive legacy Jimmy left in his community, writing, "I really truly believe that you had such an amazing impact on this world and everyone that you've talked to or come into contact with."
Hoda, he just sounds like a wonderful young man, and tributes are pouring in from all corners of the globe from his friends and family, including from the University of Alabama. In a statement, the school says Jimmy will be remembered for his strength of character, loyalty, and the way he showed up for his teammates and friends. Hoda.
All right, Molly Hunter for us there in Barcelona. Molly, thank you.
Going to switch gears now, turn to the weather. Happy first day of spring. Dylan is in for Al. For folks out west, though, it's like the first day of summer.
It feels like the hardest summer. I mean, we are not looking at above average temperatures by a couple of degrees. I mean, we're talking about 15 to 30 degrees above average. So we have heat warnings continuing out across the southwest. We have this huge ridge in the jet stream, this area of high pressure. It's just sinking hot air, and that's what we're dealing with in Fresno. 95 degrees today. Phoenix, 105. Kansas City, though, now getting in on the action. We're going to be about 87 degrees. That's 30 degrees above average. Even Indianapolis will be up to about 78 degrees today. That's the nice stuff. The stuff out west is where it's just really dangerously hot for this time of year, especially Amarillo, 97 degrees tomorrow. Nashville, 84. But Washington, D.C. tomorrow gets into the mid-60s. That'll certainly feel really nice, help with the cherry blossoms a little bit. It's short-lived, though. Back in Chicago, by Monday, we're down into the 40s once again. In New York, we go from 62 on Sunday down to 46 by Tuesday. Even Roanoke should be about 59 degrees by the time we get into Tuesday. We are in the Northeast going to see some isolated strong storms today and even some snow showers across central and northern New England today, too. That's a look at the weather across the country. We'll get to your local forecast in the next 30 seconds.
Mr. Blue Sky, please tell us why you had to hide away for so long. Where did we
Back at 7:30, a look at the Jefferson Memorial there. Spring is in the air, Carson Daly. The new season officially starts at 10:46 Eastern time this morning, but as you can already see, it's starting to look a lot like spring there in Washington, D.C. The National Cherry Blossom Festival opens today. All those cherry blossoms along the tidal basin.
Nice to see some sunshine.
Right.
Yeah, and warm air's coming.
Yes. For us, cooking on the plaza is our sign of spring, and I'll be doing that later this morning, so I'm excited for that. But we got a lot to get to this half hour. We're going to start with a story that a lot of people are talking about this morning, and that's ABC pulling the plug on the new season of The Bachelorette just days before its premiere.
That decision coming after graphic new video surfaced of the show's star, Taylor Frankie Paul, in a domestic dispute with her former partner.
NBC's Liz Kreutz is in L.A. She's got more on this story. Hey, Liz, morning.
Hi, guys. Good morning to you. Yeah, this could be the most dramatic season of The Bachelorette that never actually airs. Season 22 was supposed to premiere this Sunday, but ABC's parent company, Disney, now says they've decided not to move forward. The video was recorded by Paul's ex-boyfriend, Dakota Mortensen, during a fight between them back in 2023 that unfolded in front of Paul's young daughter. We should warn you, the video may be disturbing.
Let me go.
This morning, newly released video obtained by TMZ shows the violent confrontation between reality TV star and influencer Taylor Frankie Paul and her ex Dakota Mortensen.
Your daughter is right here.
You can see Paul throwing bar stools at him while her then 5-year-old daughter is heard crying on the couch.
Oh my.
Shortly after the video from 2023 emerged, Disney saying, "We have made the decision to not move forward with the new season of The Bachelorette at this time, and our focus is on supporting the family." Responding to the cancellation, a spokesperson for Paul saying in part, Taylor is very grateful for ABC's support and that she's finally gaining the strength to face her accuser and taking steps to ensure that she and her children are protected from any further harm. It all comes as Utah police confirmed this week they were investigating a separate domestic assault between Paul and Mortensen from last month, prompting questions about the future of Paul's Bachelorette season just days before its highly promoted premiere. Paul spoke out about that incident earlier this week.
I will say I've been here before and I got through it and, shared my story, my light, so I'm hoping that I can do that again.
Fans of the show reacting to the sudden cancellation.
Bachelorette canceled, Kimmy said.
Overnight, former Bachelorette Rachel Lindsay weighing in.
This is bad for Taylor, personally. This is bad for her children. This is bad for The Bachelorette as a franchise.
I want to get into
because somebody's going to have to take the blame for not vetting this out.
Paul rose to fame through her online videos dubbed Mom Talk and Hulu's reality show The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, which even showed aftermath of that 2023 domestic violence incident.
What's your name?
Taylor.
Taylor.
This morning, a rep for Paul says that TMZ video omits context and that Taylor is now seeking support and preparing to own and share her story.
All right, Liz, we saw that video. What else do we know about the charges that were related to that 2023 video? And what about that more recent incident that you were talking about?
Yeah, well, Hoda, court documents show Taylor Frankie Paul took a plea deal in 2023 for aggravated assault and is currently on probation. The other charges, including domestic violence in the presence of a child and child abuse, were dismissed. We don't know specifics about that latest incident from last month. Her ex, Dakota Mortensen, did file a restraining order yesterday. And according to 3 sources, that incident also prompted the Secret Lives of Mormon Wives to halt production. Audio obtained by NBC News reveals cast members told ABC execs they have concerns about continuing the show if Paul remains involved. Hoda.
All right, Liz, thank you so much. We appreciate it.
All right, guys, still ahead, we've got an update on the health of beloved actor Bruce Willis and show you how his family celebrated the star's 71st birthday.
First up, Sam Brock is here exploring the dry dining trend that's got a lot of restaurants reeling, huh, Sam?
Reeling, Craig, and really tough in the sense that people are drinking fewer or no alcoholic beverages at all. How these restaurants are mocking the most of a difficult situation. We'll be right back after this.
We're back 7:39 with In Depth today. This morning, a major new challenge facing restaurants all across the country.
Yeah, the problem, what more customers aren't ordering, choosing to skip alcoholic drinks when they sit down to eat.
So while that may be good for your health, very bad for business. Maybe see Sam Brock here with a closer look at it. Sam, good morning.
Guys, good morning. It is definitely a costly change, and it has presented a bit of a dining dilemma for restaurants as consumers, especially younger ones, are spending significantly less money on alcohol, which drives way more profit than food. The bar and restaurant industry right now is adjusting largely by offering more beverage options like mocktails, meeting the moment of this drier cultural shift. Call it dry dining.
What are your non-alcoholic options?
Patrons going out for dinner without drinks.
My goal for 2026 is that I will not be drinking out anymore.
Or at least fewer drinks, reducing booze with your bites, a growing trend at restaurants nationwide.
I went out to dinner with some friends, and guess what I didn't do? I did not drink.
It comes as far fewer Americans say they're drinking alcohol. According to a recent Gallup poll, only 54% say they do, the lowest in 90 years. And more than half of those polled say they believe even drinking alcohol in moderation is bad for their health. Another major pain point, the prices.
It is so freaking expensive.
The cost of buying beer at a restaurant has been rising, now 50 cents more than it was just 3 years ago.
I used to always say I'm broke, but I'm not no drink at dinner broke.
Industry experts say younger diners are driving the new wave.
Gen Z and millennials are drinking a lot less alcohol.
What do you attribute this sort of generational shift to?
There's a lot more of a focus on get-togethers, and alcohol is less of a conversation than it was, say, for my generation.
But as more consumers drop their drinks, some businesses are being put on the rocks.
I could give free drinks away. People aren't moving for it.
New Jersey restaurant owner Pat Light, who owns and operates 6 eateries in Hoboken, says customers drinking less alcohol cuts into his bottom line, making his mocktail game essential.
You'll have a group of 10 people, 2 people that are doing Tread January. They'll choose our location.
The 90s are back.
Some casual chains shifting their focus, leaning into nostalgia by bringing back fan favorites.
Hush puppies.
Yep, they're back.
While local watering holes use watch parties and theme nights to draw crowds, still, many bargoers are simply hankering for healthier options.
Why don't restaurants start having drinks like Poppy and Olipop?
I think it's important for restaurants to meet customers where they are. You're having so many younger customers who are demanding more option when it comes to beverages is really, I think, the key to success.
Back in New Jersey, Pat Light's team is focused on interactive social media posts and even free food.
It was the best happy hour we've ever done in our lives. We gave away free burgers, and people went ballistic for it.
All to be sure customers choosing to drink less don't run profits dry. So here's the reality here. The bottom line, restaurants make more profit on alcohol sales than they do on food. So this shift is forcing them to get creative with how they attract customers, especially those younger ones who right now are not drinking. And one of the best things that I heard yesterday from that New Jersey Hoboken business owner, another thing that's crushing them right now, the New York Giants have not been performing well. People are not coming in as much on Sunday.
That's more reason to drink.
Well, that's actually a good point. But I also said, what about the Jets? he's like, oh, no. Completely irrelevant. It doesn't matter what.
That's even more reason to
It moves
drink.
the needle, not at all. And so, like, as a Jets fan, that tracks.
Liquor
That hurt, too.
sales should be booming between those two examples.
My takeaway from your story is that next time I go to a restaurant, I should feel much better about helping that restaurant stay in business by ordering 2 or 3
There
drinks.
you go.
Next bourbon is keeping the business.
There you go.
You owe it to them.
You're
Craig.
doing a good deed, Craigor.
Yes.
All right. Let us get another check of the weather from Dylan.
Good morning, guys. We do have some pretty snowy weather moving through Canada right now. It's just a clipper system that's going to race through. These are pretty quick moving. We've got some heavier rain through Michigan right now. This is actually going to create a little bit of light snow across central and northern New England. We're also going to see a chance of some isolated severe storms as the cold front itself moves to the east, and we'll see a round of heavier rain up and down the east coast overnight, but it should come to an end pretty quickly tomorrow morning. This is the area including Pittsburgh, just east of Columbus, down into Charleston, where we could end up seeing hail up to an inch or more in diameter, wind gusts up to about 60 miles per hour. An isolated tornado possible, not a widespread tornado type of storm system, though. That's going to move away. We've got the record high temperatures out west, and it's also pretty dry, too, so that fire risk will increase with some gusty winds. That's a look at the weather across the country. Now here's a peek out your window. And that's your latest forecast.
Dylan, thank you. I think it's time for you, Carson.
I got a little Pop Start sneak peek for you, beloved. A big belated happy birthday to the beloved Hollywood icon Bruce Willis. Yesterday was the Die Hard star's birthday. He was 71 years old, and his ex-wife Demi Moore sharing this sweet picture and writing in the caption, "All you need is love," celebrating the actor who is currently living with dementia. Daughter Rumor posted a highlight reel of Dad's smooth moves saying, "I wanted to think about you today, dancing around, being your undeniably charming self." And Bruce's wife Emma added her own birthday shout out, encouraging people to donate to frontotemporal dementia research. So a couple of good pictures there. A sweet shot with Bruce and Rumor's 2-year-old daughter, too.
Happy birthday, Bruce.
Birthday. All right, a full Pop Start on the way. Plus, a morning boost featuring a unique way one mom captured a very special moment in her baby's life. It's coming up after these messages.
Feels like a good time for a morning boost, Hoda Kotb.
This is such a good one. Okay, so one mom got a surprise of a lifetime. So she was taking photos to celebrate her University of Ohio graduation. That's her 11-month-old son who was there. And then he did something truly magical. Her baby boy took his first steps during the photo shoot. Wait, look, that's perfect.
That's awesome.
I think she's... Look at her face.
That's amazing.
She's like, wait, I graduated and he took... I know, exactly.
Look at her face there.
Look at her mom.
It's happening.
So can you imagine? That's a frame of a lifetime right there.
That's
Two
great.
firsts.
What are the odds of that's great?
That's amazing.
Yeah,
That's a good one.
I love that. Thank you, Hody. All right, still to come, we are setting sail with BTS. The superstars dropping a brand new music video overnight as they swim into their long-awaited comeback. We have that story and a packed Friday Pop Start coming up after your local news weather and these quick messages.
It's 8 o'clock on Today. Coming up, travel troubles. This morning, even longer lines at many airports just as the spring break rush is ramping up.
You're going to see small airports, I believe, shut down. You're going to see extensive lines, and air travel is going to almost come to a grid halt stop.
Amid a series of scares in the air, a close call at Newark, and dangerous turbulence for a flight out of Los Angeles. We're live with the latest. Then, spring has sprung. The new season arrives today and bringing record heat with it. Triple-digit temperatures out west. We've got your full weekend forecast coming up. Then, opening up, a special sit-down with actor Chadwick Boseman's widow more than 5 years after his tragic and shocking death from colon cancer.
And Chad was not a person that would have wanted to be treated any differently because people knew that he was sick.
Inside their life together and the new ways she's honoring the Black Panther star's legacy. All that plus from BTS to Lizzo, all the hot new music that dropped overnight. Spider-Man breaks records.
Because I'm not just Peter Parker. I'm Spider-Man.
And Drew phones home once again.
So,
is this really happening?
Hold on.
Today, Friday, March 20th, 2026.
It's gonna be a good day, a good
Best Friends turning 13 in New York
Shout out to the Branson School.
In Ross, California.
Today I turned 70.
Happy birthday, Spring!
Yes, happy first day of spring. Happy 70th birthday. Happy all the things. Look at all those smiling faces on the plaza of the copy.
JoJo and that 70th birthday, that woman was beaming. So we'll check in with her and everybody in a little bit.
Yeah, we'll get outside in just a bit. Hoda, of course, in while Savannah continues to spend time with her family. First up this hour, your news at 8. We're going to begin with what could be a rough weekend at our nation's airports. The Transportation Secretary warning those long delays in the TSA lines could get even worse. And it comes after a frightening near miss in New York between a passenger jet and a cargo plane. NBC's Aaron Gilchrist is at Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport. When we checked in with you last hour, that line behind you was considerably long. Looks like that's still the case, buddy.
It is still long and getting longer, it seems. The wait time here at this particular line now up to 60 minutes, according to the sign behind us. 80 minutes at the main checkpoint just across the way here. And it seems like this line could actually be, the wait could be longer than that. We talked to one guy who said he'd been in the line for an hour and a half here. This is the reality that we're seeing roll out at this airport, the largest and busiest in the world, in the busiest time of the day here. We're going into the spring break weekend, and we know that things are going to get busier. At the same time, there doesn't seem to be any progress in reopening the Department of Homeland Security and getting those TSA workers paid. They're 35 days now without getting a full paycheck. That's the reality for TSA workers, and it doesn't seem to be any real progress toward getting that agency back on track. At the same time, we're hearing about some other issues in the air. We know that there was an issue with a FedEx plane and an Alaska Airlines plane involved in a near miss, if you will, on a tarmac up at Newark Airport. The FAA is looking into that. And we also heard about a flight out of Los Angeles experiencing severe turbulence over Sydney, Australia. 3 people had to go to the hospital as a result of that incident. Craig, we understand that those people are in stable condition at this hour. Back to you.
Aaron Gilchrist for us there in Atlanta. Aaron, thank you.
Turning now to the war with Iran. More than 2,000 Marines are heading to the Middle East this morning as the conflict there rages on. It comes as a U.S. fighter jet was forced to make an emergency landing after taking fire over Iran. Let's get the very latest now from NBC's Richard Engel. Richard, good morning.
Good morning, Hoda. Just moments ago, there was another Iranian attack right over Tel Aviv. We could see the interceptions in the sky above us. Now, back to that American F-35. According to an official familiar with the incident, the aircraft of an American fighter jet suffered an in-flight emergency because of suspected enemy fire and landed at a U.S. airbase in the region. The Pentagon says the pilot is in stable condition.
As Iran's oil fields continued to burn after an Israeli attack that triggered Iran to retaliate against oil facilities, the U.S. is speeding up the deployment of at least 2,200 Marines to the Middle East, according to 2 people familiar with the decision. Part of their mission is to secure the Strait of Hormuz, the maritime corridor for 20% of the world's oil and gas that Iran is trying to close. U.S. forces are now bombing intensely Iranian military posts in and near the strait. Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu said the world should thank Israel and President Trump for confronting Iran.
Many Americans do believe that Israel dragged the United States in this war and is now pulling the rest of the world along with it. How do you see this ending?
Well, I think we have concrete goals, how to do it, how to end it. We want to, as I said, decimate the ballistic missile program, which we're doing, decimate the nuclear program, which we're doing. I think that those are goals that are achievable, but I'm not going to put a schedule or a stopwatch on it.
There are oil fields around the world that are burning. Gas prices are going up. The war is popular here in Israel. It is not popular with many Americans. So my question was, how do you see this ending? Not why, not even when. What do you imagine the day after will look like?
Well, we have achievable goals, and I'm not going to speak about the full battle plans that we have with the United States. We're well coordinated with them.
Adding Israel wants new alternative routes for the flow of oil in the Middle East that go through Israel.
That is definitely possible. So I see that as a real change that will follow this this war, but I also see this war ending a lot faster than people think.
Netanyahu went on to say that it is the United States leading this war with Israel as an ally. Hoda.
All right, Richard Engel for us there. Richard, thank you.
Got an important recall to tell you about this morning. The Food and Drug Administration has announced that nearly 90,000 bottles of children's ibuprofen have been recalled because of the possible presence of a foreign substance. The product in question, 4-ounce bottles of Strides Pharma Children's Ibuprofen Oral Suspension. The medicine was distributed nationwide, and the recall comes after complaints of a gel-like mass and black particles in the product. For more information, go to our website, today.com.
All right, let us go to college basketball now. If day one of March Madness is any indication of how this tournament's going to go, we are in for a wild ride. Several big upsets yesterday, including this one. High Point University, a 12 seed, coming up with the shocking win over 5th seed Wisconsin. The Panthers came in as a double-digit underdog. They went on to win it 83-82.
High Point, North Carolina, stand up. Meanwhile, speaking of North Carolina, one and done for the Tar Heels. Tar Heels falling in overtime to the 11 seed VCU, Virginia Commonwealth University. The Rams coming back from 19 points down to pull off the overtime upset, 82-78.
How about this one? A real close call for the top-seeded Duke Blue Devils. 16 seed Siena had an 11-point lead over Duke at halftime, but the Blue Devils rallied. They came back. They escaped that. The win there, 71-65. Can we hear it for the Siena Saints?
Yes.
My gosh, that was great.
Yeah,
huh?
by the way, Siena, they were supposed to lose that game by at least 30 points.
You know, you don't know what's going to happen in March Madness. You don't know. All right, Pop Start's on the way. Hey, Carsey.
Guys, it's a New Music Friday. This Pop Start absolutely loaded with stars. We're going to check out the latest releases from Lizzo, BTS, and a whole lot more coming up.
All right, first, though, our touching conversation with Chadwick Boseman's widow. More than 5 years after the loss of her husband, what she wants everyone to take away from his cancer journey, and how the beloved Black Panther star wanted to be remembered. We'll do that right after this.
And we're back now with a powerful conversation as we mark Colorectal Cancer Awareness Month.
Yeah, the disease is now the leading cause of cancer deaths in the U.S. in people under 50. In fact, it claimed the life of beloved actor Chadwick Boseman when he was just 43 years old. And Craig, you got to sit down with his widow, Simone, for a really fascinating conversation.
She is a special lady. You know, first of all, it's just hard to believe it's been more than 5 years since we lost Chadwick Boseman. His death, after keeping his diagnosis secret for years, stunned the world. We talked to Simone about their life together and the beloved actor's enduring legacy. Before becoming a legend himself, Chadwick Boseman spent his career bringing legends to life on screen, playing real-life icons like Jackie Robinson, James Brown, and Thurgood Marshall.
Wakanda forever!
Then becoming a global superstar as Marvel's Black Panther. A career that seemed limitless was suddenly cut short when Boseman died of colon cancer at the age of 43. Now, his widow, Simone Ledward Boseman, is speaking out to raise awareness about the disease.
Kind of hard to believe it's been 5 years now since he died. As that time passes, does it get easier?
You know, the edges get less sharp, I think is the best way to put it. There are still edges.
The couple met in 2014, their relationship growing serious at a key moment in Chadwick's career.
What were the next few years like?
A whirlwind. When we met, he had already done 42 and he had done Get On Up.
So he had already played Jackie Robinson and James Brown. Got it.
So for Black folks and baseball fans and music fans, he was a known actor. And then Panther happened, and it's night and day. It was like pre-Panther and post-Panther. Life was just different. It went from people waving at you down the aisle of a grocery store to somebody actually like following you in your car and doing the Wakanda Forever salute in the window.
It was a Hollywood love story, but beneath the surface, the couple was quietly fighting a battle most people knew nothing about.
Do you remember back in 2016, the day he found out he'd been diagnosed?
I think when he was initially diagnosed, we both felt very sure that he would make it through. It was going to be a challenging moment, but something that he would come out on the other side of and be fine.
Was he scared?
Of course.
I mean, a lot of folks, myself included, didn't even know he was sick.
Yeah.
Until the end. What was the thinking there in terms of keeping all of that so private?
Well, when so many eyes are on you, I think you want to keep things generally more private. And Chad was not a person that would have wanted to be treated any differently because people knew that he was sick.
Chadwick kept working, becoming one of the most sought-after actors on the big screen. And in 2018, the news they'd been hoping for. He was in remission.
What was that period like?
It was a beautiful year. It's harder to talk about the good times than it is the bad. Yeah, Panther came out in February. To see how deeply, deeply, and globally impactful that film was just, I don't have any words for it. He was so deserving of all the success. And kids are dressing up like him, and people are buying out theaters and taking school kids to watch this film, and he's just being celebrated everywhere we go. It did feel like, they didn't know we were celebrating that he had a clear scan, but we were celebrating that too. It felt like we got another chance.
But by the end of that year, the cancer had returned and was more aggressive. That's when the couple got engaged.
We did like a little staycation, and we were sitting in front of the fireplace, and I wanted to turn a movie on, and I'm like feeling under the blanket for the remote, and he's like, oh, it's right here, and he puts the ring box in my hand. So I pull out my hand, and I'm like holding this ring box.
They married in a small ceremony in 2020.
Some of his family came in, his parents, his brothers, his sisters, and my mom and my sister and my niece and nephew. It was a celebration and a time that we needed to celebrate.
Their brand new life together ended when Chadwick Boseman died in August of 2020. In the years since, Simone has helped honor his memory. Boseman's alma mater, Howard University, named the School of Fine Arts after him. Last fall, he received a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
What a joy it is to be here today to celebrate someone we love so dearly.
And the play Chadwick wrote is now on the stage at Shakespeare's Globe Theatre in London.
You said you want to make sure that he's remembered for the work and not the cancer.
Yeah.
Why not both?
What's more important about Chad is the way that he lived. The fact that he wouldn't let cancer get in the way of what he was here to do. Let that be the lesson.
That is the lesson. That is the lesson.
Simone, by the way, she told me she's still grieving, but she has been living her life as well. She's launched a career as a singer. And by the way, she also plans to open a wine bar in the Bay Area as well. So.
She's such a lovely person, and to make it so clear, like he didn't want cancer to define him. It was part of him. But wow, that was beautiful.
That was nice.
Thank you. You know, it's interesting that you say that, because I think for a lot of folks, after he died, there were a number of people who said, gosh, it would have been great had he come forward while he was still battling the disease to raise awareness, to encourage folks to get screenings. And then you talk to her and you're like, oh.
Totally get it.
It makes sense. Right. It makes sense. By the way, we want to thank the Marion Row Hotel for hosting us for that interview. We're going to have more on the third hour as well, and it's on Today.com. Also on Today.com, everything you need to know about colorectal cancer screenings.
Great story, Craig.
Best time in the morning.
All right, guys, let's do this. It's Friday. We got new music out there, and we got a lot to get through. We're going to start with my buddy Niall Horan, because overnight, Niall dropped the title track off his upcoming album. It's called Dinner Party, and here's a bit of that.
Knives, forks, and things I've never felt before. Crashing lights when you first saw me. Yeah, I met you at a dinner party.
Nice right? Remember I said dinner parties where this is about him meeting his girlfriend and he met at a dinner party and then changed forever his life. Next up, Lizzo's back with a brand new single. The song is called Don't Make Me Love You. Let's take a listen.
Don't make me love you. Don't make my heart beat out of my chest. Don't make me want you. If you just want something else, don't you?
We're getting like a little Tina kind of 80s throwback retro vibe on the Lizzo track.
I like that.
Yeah, I love that one. All right, here's another one. BTS, the reunion album, finally has arrived with a music video for their song Swim, starring actress Lily Reinhart.
I ain't gotta think, but I think, baby, I just swim, swim. Wanna find all your skin, swim, swim. I could spend a lifetime watching you swim, swim, swim.
All right, there you go, BTS. And finally, country star Ella Langley just dropped another single from her next album, Loving Life Again. Let's take a listen.
In between the pines where I'm jumping on that quarter horse and then just like that I'm back to loving life again.
I was just told in my ear that we're having Ella on the show, and I just said, well, can I say that on the air? Like, yeah, it's in the prompter. It's right there, buddy. It's all good.
Just a few weeks.
Just read. Just do your job,
Use
jerk.
your brain, Carson.
But, I mean, a Jelly Roll obviously has had, like, the biggest year. Like, he's the guy. Ella Langley.
Close second.
That star is on the rise, as they say. Great new song from her. Next up, Spider-Man. This Spidey preview just spun a big record on the web.
Excuse me, Dr. Banner. I need your help.
What did you say your name was? If DNA is mutating, it would be enormously dangerous.
I asked all my kids when they got home from school, I said, how was your day at school? They all said, the new Spider-Man trailer came out, a brand new day, it was so good. It's like, oh, that was school. That's what they talked about. Tom Holland dropped this video Wednesday morning. The numbers are in. Sony, according to them, it's the biggest trailer of all time in 24 hours.
What? All time?
718 million views in one day. Wow. To put that into perspective, the trailer for the last Spider-Man in 2021 didn't reach half those numbers in the same time frame. So that bodes well for ticket sales when the new movie hits theaters in July. Next up, Drew Barrymore and Ryan Gosling. Now, what do a 7-year-old Barrymore and a 45-year-old Gosling have in common? Obviously, they've both befriended famous movie extraterrestrials. And during Ryan's recent visit to Drew's show, the actress slipped right back into her old character while Ryan's rocky co-star called in with some questions.
That's funny.
Drew, you teach Ryan Scream Like Gertie? Question?
No way!
So,
is this really happening?
There we go. It turned into more of Cindy Brady than Gertie, but we get the gist. Okay.
This is so surreal.
Either way, my whole childhood just came back to me. Cindy Brady or Gertie. She looks just like her.
Funny.
All right, there you go. That's your Pop Star today, guys.
Something for everyone. Thank you, Carson.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you. Wish the audience could have seen your shoulder shimmy during the
I had it going,
New Music Friday.
New Lizzo.
Straight ahead, it is a sunny morning on the plaza. Thanks to Sonny Anderson. We're going to fire up the grill, Carson. First day of spring, we're going to share a mouth-watering burger recipe right after your local news and weather.
Thank you. First of all, beautiful sign. Tomorrow's World Down Syndrome Day, and we're marking it early with some friends from Best Buddies.
Yes, the organization, of course, is dedicated to improving the lives of people with intellectual and developmental disabilities. It is also near and dear to Savannah. There she is right there. Savannah has worked with Best Buddies for many, many years now and has been Best Buddies with Tara for about a decade. Tara, welcome back. Tara's here with her mom, Pat, rather. Tara, first of all, love the sign.
Thank you.
You want to share with us why you're here this morning?
We're here to celebrate
We are here to celebrate
World
Down Syndrome Day
with Best Buddies.
with Best Buddies.
By the way, I just want to say you're amazing. Now, this is a great organization, Best Buddies, right?
Yes.
What does the organization mean to you?
Well, I think it celebrates that we're all really the same, and it celebrates inclusivity and acceptance for all.
And we love so much about you, Tara, but we love how you love.
Thank you, Tara.
You're right, Tara.
And you know what? We love so much this sign because we know how much you love Savannah.
Yes.
Yes, I do.
See you soon.
Yeah.
We will see her
We
soon.
have a little gift for the two of you.
Oh, my gosh.
Yes.
Thank you
A
so
token
much.
of our appreciation.
Oh my gosh, thank you, Pat. Thank you, Tara. We'll see you soon.
Thank you, Tara.
Thank you for having us.
We
And
love
by the
you,
way,
Tara.
thanks to all the best buddies who are here. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you.
All right. Well done.
Much more ahead on a Friday morning, including a special preview of Amazon's big spring sale. Adriana Brock standing by. She's going to break down the deals you do not want to miss. But first, this is Today on NBC. We are back with a special edition of today's bestsellers. Amazon's big spring sale kicking off next Wednesday, March 25th. But this morning, we're going to get a jump start on the deals. Our guide, none other than Shop Today executive editor, Adriana Brock. No, not the editorial editor, executive editor. Going to put that QR code on the screen. There it is at the bottom. QR code's right there. Hello.
Hi.
Happy preview day.
Happy preview day. I'm so excited when they start the deals a little bit early and we can take advantage.
Yeah.
Especially on things like that are basics, right? We're all talking about spring cleaning. It's the first day of spring. And there's two things in my kitchen I use more than almost anything else.
What's
and
that?
it's a pot holder and the oven mitts.
These
Think
are
about
nice, by
how
the way.
often you use them. And these are from KitchenAid, and they're on sale right now for 53 and up to 63% off, under $10.
That's a great deal.
This is a great deal. And what makes these different than your average pot holder and oven mitts is that they've got this silicone design and it's ribbed. So when you're carrying those hot plates, those heavy pans, the last thing you want is a slip accident.
Right.
So this kind of gives you that extra
Look what else
insurance.
I like this right here. You got a little nice little.
Right?
Look at that, right there for your hand.
And it comes in a pack of 2. And you know what I like to do? I have the yellow at my home. I love a pop of color because the kitchen's always a mess, but you can always find where the pot holder is because it's bright yellow.
Pack of 2.
Pack of 2, and same with the oven mitts,
All
too.
right.
Really affordable.
Oh, who doesn't love a good label maker?
I love a label maker, and like, I don't know, maybe it's the mom in me. I love labeling everything
Yeah,
to
so
stay
does my wife.
organized, and it's just really easy. And this one's from Brother, and right now it's just $19.99, and it's the easy way to get organized, labeling everything from like your jars in the kitchen, all your storage, all your odds and ends. And what I love about this is you get the full keyboard. It's still pretty compact. It has a cutter built in, so you don't have to worry about that.
Oh,
and the labels are
that's
easy to
convenient.
peel off, and you could store certain things. You could store up to 10 names. So for my kids, I label like all their water bottles when we're traveling, or our toiletry bags, or
Looks like here
certain
you've labeled
files.
taxes and insurance.
You know,
pretty boring use for the label maker.
But it's helpful, right?
Yeah.
It's like it's what you need in your life.
Tell me about the screwdriver. This
Okay,
looks like
so
it's-
screwdriver. This thing is really awesome because it is a
that's nice.
cordless, rechargeable screwdriver. And what I love about it is that it does all the work for you, right? Because it's like electric.
Yeah.
So you go forward, reverse, but then the head also pivots.
Come on.
Hello. So you can get in those hard to reach areas,
Oh,
annoying little
yes, look at
spots.
that.
And it comes with 2 bits. You get the flathead and the Phillips. And I always joke with my husband, like, what more do you need? Why do you have that huge bit
And, oh,
set?
by the way, look, you also get a flashlight on there,
I
too.
know, it's built in.
How much is that?
This one right here is under $25.
That's a good deal.
Really, really
Okay.
good deal.
All right. This is not your average fan, I gather.
It's not, and everybody in the studio was talking about it during the commercial. This is from Shark, and it's a bladeless tower fan that pivots and twists into an air blanket mode, which I love. So this thing replaces 2 things. It's a fan and a heater in one, and it's 50% off right now. So this is an awesome deal right now, and it's perfect for this in-between weather. It's spring, but it's still kind of cold, or maybe you're a hot sleeper, maybe you're a cold sleeper. Whatever it is you need, you can
This will do it.
get. This will do it. And so
and it's quiet, too.
it's really quiet.
Is
And
it
you can-
on?
It's on right
There it
now.
is.
And you can have it pivot. It goes 45 degrees. It oscillates up to 180 degrees. It's got all these different settings. And you know my favorite part? The remote control.
Yeah.
Because you could just do it from wherever. And so this is great in any room. We use it in the bedroom. Air blanket mode is my husband's favorite.
That would be
Put
my
this at the
favorite.
foot of the bed.
That would be my favorite,
And you get
too.
the airflow.
All right, why does Shop Today love this deal in particular?
Okay, this is a Bag Smart bag. So Bag Smart's an award-winning brand for us. They're tried and true products. What I love about this is a travel bag. So it's a duffel, and it rolls up. Look at how small it rolls up into.
The bag is in there?
This is the bag itself.
Oh, that's hot.
So it folds up, and this is usually $40. Right now it's on sale for around $25, which is incredible. And I use this when I travel with the family. I pack this in my checked luggage because I feel like on the way home,
You always have more stuff.
you always have more stuff, souvenirs, dirty laundry, all the things. And it's got dividers too, so it'll keep your stuff nice and organized. You can use it as a duffel bag, but I really like it as a backup bag too. And it has wheels, so if it gets a little too heavy, you can just roll it on.
Throw one of the kids in there if you need to.
I mean, do what you got to do.
Tell me about the sunglasses here, Adriana.
So
Brown.
these sunglasses,
Are they unisex or for girls?
They're unisex.
Okay.
So there's a pair there for you. You can get aviators. Right now, they're on sale. All of these glasses start at $13. So really affordable if you want something that's lightweight, really easy for the guys and the girls. I like look at that. Look at that. They come in a bunch of different styles.
I feel like when you wear sunglasses, you can't smile. You gotta just...
No, you can have fun. Spring break. I'm going on a cruise next week, so I'm taking some of these with me. But yeah, this is Sojo's. This is a brand we love for affordable sunglasses, and they're having a sale on a ton of different things. I just spent $17 on flowers yesterday.
Yeah.
So if I can get sunglasses for less than that, I'm sold.
Why were you, just out of curiosity, what were the flowers? Just for the house?
My sister, or my daughter, sorry, for the house, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Adriana, thank you. I see why you are the executive director now, not the editorial director. Adriana Brock.
Thank you.
For these deals and more, you know what to do. Scan that QR code, or you can just go to the website, today.com/shop. So you know, Today does make a commission on purchases made through our links. Carson.
Oh, we're so excited out here, Craig. Thanks so much. We're hosting our big spring kickoff cookout on the plaza. We're doing it Sunny Anderson style. Her fun way to bring together the best of burgers and nachos in one delicious dish. We'll make it for you. But first, this is Today on NBC.
Come on, Carson.
Come on. What a pro. We go on TV, you start dicing stuff up automatically. We're back this morning. Today Food, we're marking the start of spring. Doesn't quite feel like it yet, but
we're gonna get there.
We're hopeful.
Yeah.
And we're grilling. It's the first time we're out here, and we're excited to do that. While the weather not quite cooperating, we're gonna barbecue nonetheless. We got celebrity chef Sunny Anderson here sharing the grilling go-tos, including a recipe from our Today Loves Food cookbook. Sunny, you know you're like family to me. You and I have a very similar past.
We talk about it.
We talk about it. Every time I see you, I feel like you're like my sister.
Oh, you're like my bro from another mom.
And like we both started in radio together, and it's fun to always just talk about the old radio days.
Yeah,
and we
man.
have such a similar career path.
I'm just very proud of you.
Every time I see you booked on the show, I'm like, oh, I can't wait to see Sunny.
All radio people love you, Carson. You make us proud.
I've been following you. So what are we doing today?
So today, this is a recipe, like you said, from Today Loves Food. The cookbook's out right now. I think we're going to have like the recipe and a QR code at the bottom, but it's what I call nacho average burger.
Okay.
Okay, why is it not average? Couple things going on here that the purists don't like, but I'm not a purist, so it's okay.
What are they not going to like?
Well, I put some things into the ground beef other than salt and pepper. We'll get there in a second.
All right, good.
Yeah, but what I like to start with is the pico.
Okay.
I actually just sliced it up for, if you want to, you can chop that down.
Yeah.
But the pico is very simple, just some tomato, some chopped red onion goes in, and then I like to add some jalapeno. A little bit of lime juice.
We've got our tasting table over there, gang.
Yeah,
We're outside for the first time to kick off spring.
How we doing, Craig Dillon and Hoda?
So feel free to chime in.
It's not your average burger.
And then some black pepper. I love it because a lot of times if like you were to go to a place that has like a burger bar, these are the things I'm putting on. I want the sliced jalapeno. I want tons of thin red onion slices. I love tomato, especially if it's in season, and a nice little kick of lime juice and hot sauce.
We do Taco Tuesday every Tuesday, but what's becoming popular in the daily household is the burger bar. Because it's similar. When people come over, it's fun. You can lay out all the different types of toppings. It's communal. It's in the kitchen. It's,
let them figure it out.
It's like building something, you know?
It's like a baked potato bar. Also, you know what I've done recently is frost your own cupcake bar at home.
Fun.
Yeah, just make the cupcakes, put all the frosting, the sprinkles, all the stuff out there, and let them figure it out. All right, now here's the part that purists don't like, okay? Usually purists are like, we just want salt and pepper, and I get that, but this is the nacho average burger. So I've got some ancho chili powder and some cumin.
I love that.
I just really think cumin makes meat taste like meat. You know
I love that addition to that.
So
almost Middle Eastern in a way. I love it. Lamb, you get that little sort of cumin and cinnamon vibe going.
Warm spices, really, really yummy. When you put them on the grill, they just come to life. You know, spices have those natural oils in them, so it's good to kind of get them in there, toast them up. And then you're going to make a patty.
Okay.
So you want to take these over to the grill.
You got it.
And get them down.
Yep. You got just regular old...
Anywhere. I do like to
You do
talk about the
zones,
direct,
anything
yeah,
quick?
the direct and indirect of it all,
Okay.
right? So we've got direct heat right here, and that's going to mean it's right over the coals. And like a warming area will be where you don't have the coals, but we're directing right now.
You like to go direct heat first?
I do. Get a little sear.
Get that sear going?
Yeah,
And then we
yeah.
pull it into the
And then pull
nose
it over
zone
to
here?
the nose zone if you want to fill it up on the inside with a
Yeah.
little bit more warmth. How do you like your burgers? Do you like it
Medium rare. Medium rare.
Medium rare.
I don't trust your medium rare.
I feel like if I don't see you grind the meat, I need it well done. Right, y'all?
You like it well done, really?
Yeah, well done, you know?
All right.
Just if I don't know who ground the meat up, you know what I mean?
You
If I
gotta
don't know
know.
where it came from,
Okay, fair
I'm
enough.
gonna need it well done.
Just
Yeah,
cook it.
yeah. All right, so those are gonna hang out for a second. I'm gonna bring that one back
What kind of
over.
cheese do you do? Pepper jack?
Oh, yes. So pepper jack.
Love
That's
that.
Also not your average cheese. And then a little bit of Monterey. I just like the way it kind of plays together with all the things that are going on. It's kind of like a vanilla cheese, if you will.
Love that.
Yeah, it doesn't come through with a lot of flavor, but it's nice and gooey. Yeah, you tinting it for me?
Yeah, it's
This
gonna
is another
speed it up.
trick, especially if it's cold outside like it is right now, or if it's windy. If you just tint, it's gonna help cook the inside, melt the cheese,
Right.
all the good
It's
things.
like a little mini oven right here to get finished to
Exactly,
cook.
yeah. And a lot of people don't realize
All right.
your grill is your oven. So you want to bring that
Beautiful.
over?
Yep.
Well done.
Get it over here. And this is a little bit of like a spread. I use some mayo, some Mexican crema. I put a little bit
That looks
of
good.
ancho
There's a
chili
lot
powder
going
in
on
there.
with this.
Yeah, it's not
nacho.
your average
Yeah.
burger. You know
I
what
can
I'm
see
saying,
why now.
Carson?
Oh, the fresh pico's a good
Yeah,
call.
pico
Guys,
over
how
the
is
top.
it? Is it great?
Delicious.
And just push down into it, Carson. Get on in
Okay,
there.
I'm gonna get in here.
I'll chew with you before we get over there to the pizza.
Oh, look at her go right in. I love it. That's why we love
Laughing at me.
it. No one's laughing at you.
Somebody laughing at me?
That's Hoda.
With you.
That's well done.
Okay.
What about this
Come on,
pizza?
Carson, they laughing at
Gosh.
me.
That really does taste like half nachos, half burger. That's delicious.
Yeah. And we did it without nacho cheese. Okay. So
Wow.
this is an open face BLT. I mean, I want to apologize to y'all because it's cold, and I know y'all are eating cold pizza right now, but cold pizza's good.
Nothing wrong with it.
This is a pop tube. Okay, just pop the tube with the pizza dough. But we're gonna treat it special.
Pop a tube. Got it.
Yeah, we got some olive oil here. Got some parsley, fresh rosemary,
Okay.
some ground up garlic.
It's like a salad on a pizza.
Yeah, I'm just gonna move it around. We're gonna flavor this up. I feel like pop tube pizza
Wow.
dough leans sweet for some reason, so you kind of have to savory it up.
All right, we got a minute.
Yep. Okay, here we go. Boom.
Boom.
You're gonna move that around. You're gonna get it onto the grill.
Okay. Oh, you're gonna grill
Back
that.
to the grill.
Boom.
Wow.
Leave
Didn't
it.
see that coming.
Yep.
And leave it. Yep.
This is
Candy up
brown
the bacon.
sugar, a little bit of cayenne pepper.
Make the cracked bacon.
Yep. Warm spices. I'm gonna get that onto the grill as well.
Love it. Are we grilling? Are we grilling this stuff too?
Yes.
Tim, throw that on.
Yeah, a little bit of olive oil, salt and pepper. Hold on, let me hook you up a little bit of olive oil.
All right, hook me up.
That's great.
How's the pizza, guys? We're gonna have
Yummy.
to wrap it
Salt
up.
and pepper.
Yummy.
Put these down.
Hurry
We're
up
gonna
and tell
continue
me
to
how
grill.
it tastes. Well, you just layer
While
it
we
up.
go to
You're
break.
gonna put some spread down. You're gonna put the charred tomatoes, the charred lettuce, the bacon.
It's delicious.
It's like a
Sonny.
BLT pizza.
So good.
How long does this dough go in the grill?
Oh, for a minute till it releases like a burger.
And then just flip it like a burger?
Yep, just flip
Wow,
it like a
that's
burger.
awesome.
It's gonna release on its own
Guys,
for
it's
you.
spring. We're going to be barbecuing outside. Hope this pumped you up for the weekend. The great Sonny Anderson is here. Today Loves Food. Cookbook is available. Check it out by scanning the QR code. The recipes are at today.com/food. And this was a great way to kick off spring, Sonny. I love you.
Carson.
Great to see you, my friend.
Continue to think
We are back
you're
in
the
a
best.
moment. This is Today on NBC. Thanks to Sonny Anderson.
We are back with a look ahead to the weekend and Sunday Today.
Yeah, our buddy Willie's going to sit down with the latest. Leah Michelle will be the latest star Willie's sitting down with on the show. They're going to share some stories. She's going to tell us about behind the audition that landed her role on Glee.
I auditioned for Glee not knowing I was the only person they were seeing for the part. Got into a car crash on the way.
Is that a true story?
That is such a true story that even I can't believe it happened.
That you actually walked into your audition with like glass in
And
your
blood.
hair and blood?
This is the part where the similarities to Rachel Berry start to kick in. And I did, and I came inside and I pulled chunks of glass out of my hair and wiped. They were like, "You can go home," and I was like, "I am not going home." And then they told me in the room that I got the part.
Wow.
Wow. That's called dedication. Car accident, get the gig. and take the bus home. By the way, you can find Leah on Broadway now, starring in the musical called Chess, and you can catch more of that great conversation, as always, on Sunday Today with our buddy Willie Geist.
All right. Coming up next, we're just getting started, folks. Lots more today coming up. Third hour right after this. The Pitt star, Sean Hannity, will be here. Going to talk about the new season of The Pitt. Also, it's going to talk about joining the Ready or Not franchise as well. And the Pussycat Dolls, they're back. And they're bringing their big reunion right here to Studio 1A. So we'll talk about that and a whole lot more.
I'm going to explain why it's the first day of spring.
Yes. The Spring Explainer as well. After a quick check of your local news, weather, and these quick messages. Happy
Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, you can catch the Today Show every morning on NBC or take Today when you're on the go. Just follow the Today podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.